The woman slowly took off her clothes, showing a very awkward figure, then quickly put on your gear, pleasantly rushing into the sea to play. Unexpectedly, just as it floated to the center of the sea, a huge wave of 100 meters high suddenly rose behind it. Women see the situation, hurry up and get up, prepare to use a skateboard to return to the shore, but he never expected it. At this moment, a huge shark is rapidly approaching him. Soon the shark approached the women's tide. The surfboard hit it hard. The sudden impact left her unprepared, fell heavily into the seabed. Even the safety rope tied to the surfboard was snapped under the strong impact. A woman who has lost her balance. I can only let the seawater wrap around my body, impacting recklessly on the reef. In a state of panic, the woman quickly adjusted her posture, struggling to surface, swimming toward the surfboard in the distance. But I just swam to the surfboard. The shark took a bite. Her body forcefully carried it underwater. The intense pain made the woman make a piercing scream. Seeing oneself about to be dragged into the abyss, the woman waved her hands desperately, trying to break free from the shark's mouth. Who ever thought? The woman's struggle actually makes the shark more excited, biting her thighs to death, not willing to let go of anything. In haste, the woman quickly kicked the shark's head with her feet, resisting the pain of physical tearing. Break free from one foot. After surfacing, women look around, looking for a way to escape, but serendipity, the shark is rapidly approaching him at this moment. Fortunately, at this moment, the woman suddenly discovered the body of a whale behind her, so I didn't have time to think much about it. Quickly adjust one's body, strive to swim towards the body. Fortunately, women have received professional training. Before the shark catches up, successfully climbed onto the back of the whale. Unfortunately, the shark is still hovering nearby. There is a possibility of another attack at any time, and her thighs have also been bitten to pieces. Women see the situation, quickly remove the safety rope at the ankle, then quickly tie the rope around your thighs and tighten it tightly. Perform hemostasis. Next, he waved his hands desperately, calling for help from tourists on the shore. Unexpectedly, at this moment, the shark suddenly collided with the whale's body, almost caused a woman to fall into the water, but just as she held onto the body tightly, when preparing for the next attack, the shark suddenly turned around and left here. Watching the shark gradually disappear from behind, the woman thought she gave up the idea of eating herself. Unexpectedly, the shark turned around just to make a full charge towards the whale. Fortunately, the woman reacted quickly, hurry up and get up, jumped into the sea in the last second of the whale being overturned. Immediately after, the woman is quickly waving her hands, trying to escape her nearest reef and swim. Fortunately, the shark was temporarily blocked by the corpse at this time. The woman was lucky enough to escape to the reef, but I won't wait for him to take a break. The pain of tearing the wound began to make him feel unbearable. In order to stop bleeding from the wound in a timely manner, the woman made a bold decision. The woman slowly took off the $1 million wedding necklace from her neck, and ruthlessly split the necklace in half, put it into seawater for cleaning, and then without hesitation, go through the wound again, suture the separated skin and flesh. The pain that pierced through the heart made the woman make a piercing scream, but even so, he still held back the pain. Disinfect with seawater. Subsequently, he is taking off his coat and wrapping it around his legs, prevent the wound from opening again. When everything is done, the woman slowly lay on the reef. Silent prayer. Tourists will find themselves. Until night falls, women not only didn't wait for rescue, the bloody smell emanating from the legs. Instead, it attracted the attention of the sharks. However, what's even more terrifying is that the temperature difference between day and night at the seaside is extremely high. The strong cold air quickly makes women feel serious discomfort, so she had to slowly untie the clothes wrapped around her legs, then bite on the cuffs with your mouth, tearing off a piece of sleeve desperately. Then I try to hold on to the pain again, put the sleeve over the thigh, etc. Finish all of this. Woman. That's when I put on my tattered clothes, warm up the body, but even so, the cold air is still piercing. Quickly froze the woman unconscious. I passed out in a coma. Unexpectedly, a group of hungry little crabs are attracted by the smell of blood. I just lay on the woman's lap and started eating fast food. Fortunately, the woman found out in time. Hurry up and sit up. Beat the crab to death. But at this moment, he was surprised to find that there was a drunk lying on the beach. Women see the situation. Get up quickly. Shout for help, although far away. But fortunately, the drunk did not sleep when the crown prince heard the sound. Then he slowly stood up, wave your hand at him as a gesture, and under the guidance of a woman, successfully found his backpack. But just when he thought he was about to be saved, the drunken man simply put his phone and wallet in his pocket, and then he swaggered out of here with the woman's backpack on his back. Watching the only hope of survival crumble, women have also decided not to sit idly by anymore, so he carefully dived to the sea surface, trying to get out of here in the dark. Little did they know, his wound is slowly oozing blood out. Soon, the shark caught the smell of blood and rushed over again, in a state of panic. He quickly turned the direction, swim towards the reef. Fortunately, women swim very fast, climb onto the reef before the shark catches up. But unfortunately, just now the intense movement tore open the wound. The piercing pain made the woman moan helplessly. Soon my eyes turned black. I passed out in a coma. Until the next day, the woman gradually woke up from her coma. But at this moment, he vaguely saw two swimming enthusiasts on the shore preparing to go for a swim. Women see the situation, hurry to wave to them as a gesture. There are sharks nearby. Unexpectedly, the sound of the waves was too loud. The two of them didn't even hear what the woman was saying. Fortunately, at this moment, they discovered the woman's injured body, so he quickly ran back to the shore to call for support. Who knows, I just turned my head. A huge shark swallowed him directly. Companion witness, wave your hands vigorously, swim towards the woman. But when he finally swam to the classroom, looking at the seawater stained red with blood, the woman stood there dumbfounded. Dare not make any noise. What's even more terrifying is that, less than 3 hours left until the next high tide. If we keep dragging on, even if he doesn't get bitten by a shark, we'll also drown alive due to the rising tide. However, at a moment of despair for women, he suddenly discovered the camera helmet left by the man on the sea surface. Watching the floating helmet, the woman seems to have come up with a way to escape from here. So he took advantage of the shark not paying attention, quietly jumped into the sea. Women turn on the camera, but it's not about taking photos, but to record the last words before his death in it. Subsequently, he stuffed the camera into the waterproof helmet again, throw it into the sea. I hope the helmet will float to the shore with the wind and waves and be discovered by someone. And at this moment, he has been trapped on this reef for more than 10 hours. In another 20 minutes, the tide will submerge the entire reef. But what's even more terrifying is that there is a shark hovering around her underwater. There is a possibility of launching an attack on him at any time. But the woman didn't sit idly by for it, but put a pigeon on the surfboard, slowly advancing into the sea, to attract the attention of sharks, and women take the opportunity to plunge into the water. But it wasn't too far just now. She was blocked by a group of jellyfish on her way. Although women swim forward with great caution, but without paying attention, he was still stuck by jellyfish and screamed loudly, quickly attracted the attention of sharks. Hurry towards this side. Fortunately, sharks are also afraid that jellyfish will be broken and run away. Women see the situation, immediately turn around and surface, swimming towards the distant lighthouse. However, just as the woman was about to swim to the place, the shark actually circled around, charged towards the woman again. Fortunately, women swim very fast. First step to reach the lighthouse, but I won't wait for her to take a break. The shark behind him jumped up, launched an attack on the woman, although he couldn't bite the woman, but the lighthouse also lost its balance under the intense impact, throwing a woman into the sea. In a state of panic, the woman quickly surfaced, dive into the iron frame to avoid shark attacks. Unexpectedly, under the continuous attack of sharks, the lighthouse, which had been in disrepair for a long time, was soon gnawed down to only half of it. Watching the last boy about to be bitten by a shark, a woman has an idea, suddenly came up with a good idea, so he quickly jumped into the sea. In the last second when the shark arrived, grasped the broken chain, but soon the shark turned around, turning back again, coming back. I'm about to swallow him in one gulp. Unexpectedly, at this moment, the woman suddenly twisted her body, avoiding attacks. Sharks are not paying attention. He plunged his head into the steel bars of 23-carat pure iron, and women also suffer from physical exhaustion. I passed out in a coma, but fortunately, a little boy found the video he left on the shore, and called for the villagers next door to rescue the dying woman in time.